Well, good evening and welcome everyone to this evening's community call. We're here on Thursday, just the Thursday before Thanksgiving. My name is Sean Cody. I'm a certified health coach. It's my honor to be sharing this with you tonight, along with my co-host, Amanda Goins, about how can you thrive, not only through Thanksgiving, but really through the holidays, and really how Optavia and all four components of our program are really set up to help you have that success. So very excited to be sharing this with you tonight. We've got lots to go through, so I think we're going to just dive right in. So we are, as your health coaches, we are here to assist you to thrive through the holidays. Maybe you or your friends and family, maybe they're saying, I'll wait until after the holidays to make a decision to get healthy. And I have to honestly say, I've done my client support for this week. I've talked to a lot of people, a lot of you, and there are a lot of people who are very excited that they get to be a part of this Optavia community going into this season, because you may or may not understand this, but this program is so much more than just the fuelings that you have that are helping you reach a healthy weight. But you have your health coach, you have this community, you have the habits of health. And it's those things that, no matter what plan you make for yourself to go through Thanksgiving and other events, we're here to walk alongside of you, and those habits are there to help you consciously think about and move through those times to make healthy decisions and thrive. So something to consider, and I love putting things to numbers like this because it really helps us have a really clear picture of what's before us. And I hope I got all these numbers right. So as of today, there are 45 days left in the year, right? So if you are on program or eating in a healthy style, you're making 6 healthy meal choices a day. That's about 270 meal choices. Now, on the flip side, how many holiday meal choices do we have to make? Between Thanksgiving, a Christmas party, maybe Christmas Eve, Christmas Day itself, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day football, maybe some others mixed in between there. Really, in the grand scheme of all of these days and all of these meal choices that we have left to make, maybe there are 6 meals that we can be worried about and might hold us back from making healthy decisions, right? And so many people, come in and might try and say, let's put my health on pause for this time of year. But really, if you think about this, we don't need to let just 6 meals delay us, or we don't need to put the blame on those 6 meals for holding us up for making a decision to move forward during every other meal choice that we have. And a lot of you are going to choose, even during some of these holiday meal options, you know what? This plan is working for me. I feel amazing. I'm going to keep on going. I'm not going to let that one meal or any one of these meals hold me back from continuing to move forward in my health like I am right now. And I'm excited. Amanda's going to get to share a little more on that here in just a few minutes. So that was visual. You all know the feeling. Like, we've all been there after that Thanksgiving meal and a half or two, whatever it is that you choose to partake in, where, goodness, why did I have so much? So ask yourself, how do you want to feel on that day or that day after? How have you felt in the past? Can you remember? Can you remember a Thanksgiving where you had too much? Was there guilt? Was there frustration? Did you ask, was that really worth the way I feel now? And did you maybe step on the scale and say, wow, was that worth it? So the question to ask yourself now is how do you want to feel this year? Because with the tools in your hands now and the knowledge and the support of your coach in this community, Thanksgiving and the day after and every day from here on out can feel amazing. There's just some people feeling amazing, doing some Black Friday shopping, enjoying their holidays together. But sabotage. I've had a lot of people share with me they're a little bit concerned about the sabotage that they may face. But my Uncle Kenny, he thinks this program I'm doing is silly anyways, and he's going to come forward, or grandma's going to come forward and try and put a whole pie in front of my face. That may happen, and the best thing that you can do is to be prepared for it. It's okay. I think this may happen, and as we continue this call, we're going to talk about some specific strategies of being prepared for that. But right now, I mention it so that you have the mindset of, okay, this may be a day filled with a couple more challenges, a couple more opportunities for me to think ahead, prepare for myself, and know that I will have to kind of get my best game to make healthy decisions according to the plan that you have. So when that happens, and someone tries to sabotage you and is encouraging you to make a decision that's different than you may want to make, and differently than your plan, have this response, or whatever response fits you. But I love this one, and it's what a lot of my clients have planned to share for themselves. I have started a health plan, and I feel right now absolutely amazing. You might see me eating a little bit differently today. Don't take it personally. I think cooking is amazing, but I am committed to my goals. I'd really love it if you would support me. I've decided that I'm moving forward this year. And you may even decide to share this with some friends and family before that sabotage situation even comes up. Before you even arrive at the doorstep, sharing with them what your plan is and what you're trying to accomplish. And you may actually be surprised that they may be more supportive than you would imagine. So just think this is a little bit of humor. I think we've all been there, little plates. But on that note of a plate, great strategy, depending on what your specific plan is, and even if you're in a healthy maintenance, choose one plate. When you go to that Thanksgiving buffet to grab some food, make the decision, and this is a structural decision that's going to help you not have to fight or use as much willpower, is, I'm going to get one plate, and I'm going to get a little bit of everything that I want to enjoy, and that's going to be the plate that I have. And you're shortly after finishing that plate, you're probably going to realize, yeah, I'm full. That was great. I got to enjoy a little bit of everything, and now I'm finished. So with that, I am going to go down south to Amanda and invite her to come on. She's going to help talk about what are some specific strategies that we can take going into Thanksgiving and really other holidays as well, to move forward in our health, depending on what exactly you want to accomplish. So Amanda, are you there?
I am. Hey, Sean, how are you?
Great, thank you.
Thanks so much for letting me share tonight. And so excited to be here with y'all. And just, just like Sean was talking about, you're going into this day, and what am I going to do? And I think I just want to welcome you if you're new to the program, especially this week. You're probably already determined that you're going to do the 5-in-1 this week as you head into Thanksgiving. And so I want to encourage you to do that. And I want to encourage you, if you have been on program longer than this week or a month, or you've been trucking through this program for months, to stick with the 5-in-1. But we are going to give you some options here. So option 1, would you like to enjoy the benefits of staying on the program? And I think if you are on the program and you're doing the 5-in-1, you know what those benefits are. Feeling great and having energy. You feel like spending time with people. You're losing weight. And I love that benefit. I know you all do too. So wouldn't it be great to continue to do that through the holidays? And, when you're on that 5-in-1, we all know the great side effects of that are you're not really hungry. You don't really have those cravings. And so when you feel like that, it makes it easier to deal with turning down things that aren't a part of your plan, aren't a part of your health journey. And so turning down food and alcohol because you're already full and you're already satisfied. And of course, staying in that fat burn. That is, as we know, it takes a few days to get back into a fat burn. And so it's to stay on that 5-in-1 plan through Thanksgiving is going to continue to help you burn the fat and continue to lose weight. Actually, Thanksgiving is a pretty easy holiday, I think, to stay on the 5-in-1. You've got everything you need there, starting with your lean, which is turkey. That's something we use every day as part of our lean, and so not every day, but it is something we use quite often. Can we jump to the next slide, Sean? Thanks. So option 2, maybe you would like to compromise. So stay on program except for the holiday meals. So use your fuelings for the rest of the day, of each day, but maybe decide that for the holiday meal you're going to do something a little different. So just know when you do that, when you choose option 2, that it could kick you out of that fat burn. And then you're going to spend the next 2 to 4 days trying to get back into that fat burn. And you're going to have lower energy, and you're going to have that hunger and those cravings, and it's going to slow down your weight loss. And so that's an option, but just so you know what you're going to be dealing with for the next couple days. And then just asking yourself, is it worth it? Do I want to spend the next few days getting back into a fat burn? Because as we know, there's no fat burn like the first fat burn. And so do I want to spend the next couple of days trying to get back into that while I'm dealing with these cravings, this hunger, this low energy, and just this blah feeling? So option 3, would you consider it a success to go into a maintenance mode? And so still eating 6 times a day, choosing fuelings to offset less favorable choices. And like Sean was talking about, controlling your portion sizes, choosing a smaller plate. And then just not gaining weight instead of putting on an average of 7 pounds. This is an option, but again, it would not be in a fat burn mode. So Thanksgiving Day, I think this is a good place to just tell you, when we were, my husband and I were on this program, and about this time last year, I had just hit 100 pounds gone. And so heading into Thanksgiving, I had lost 100 pounds, and I thought, I've got a couple choices here. Do I want to reward myself with Thanksgiving? Do I want to, I've reached my initial goal. Do I want to just stay where I'm at? And I chose to not do that. I chose to stay on plan through the holidays, right on through Christmas. And not only did I didn't just maintain. It wasn't just about surviving. It was about thriving and continuing to reach my goals. And so continuing to lose through the holidays. And so I tell you that only because it's possible. And so if you've just started this week, or if you're just still plugging away, it's possible to continue to lose weight through the holidays and make better choices as you're moving ahead. And there are lots of people who have done that. And so Thanksgiving Day, how do I do that? How do I stay on plan? Whatever you do, make a plan and stick to it. Just say, I'll do my best. And that's how you go into it. You might start to make choices that you take a bite of this, or a bite of pumpkin pie, or a bite of, or whatever it is that you think, I'm never going to get to do this again. You know what? Thanksgiving's going to roll around again next year. And then you can make those decisions. But make a plan now and stick to it. So perhaps a 4 and 2 is an option. And I've done that before too. And maybe you've done that when you've got a special occasion, just doing 2 lean and greens, but sticking to your plan, avoiding carbs and rolls and heavy salads. And remember that you have your own desserts. And so what are some of our desserts? Brownies, gingerbread, cake. Those are great things to take into, those are things that I've always taken with me. Or maybe you've got something else that's great that you enjoy. But those are great holiday options. And you know, when you put those in to cook while you're at grandma's house or at your mom's house and other people smell that, it kind of stirs up some interest in what you're doing too. And I always enjoy that, you know, what we get to eat is great. It tastes great. And it's helping me reach my goals. So maybe, and here's Michelle. She was thriving through the holidays last year, continuing to stick with her goals, reach for her goals, had a plan going into the holidays. And I think we've got another photo here of some others who have, you know, made a decision, made a plan to stick to the 5-1 through the holidays and continue to lose. So what are some ways that we can do that? And so we've got, you know, if you are, and I know you're part of our Getting Healthy client support page on Facebook, and you can look up recipes there. There are, if you click on files over on the left-hand side of the Getting Healthy support page, you can click on that and scroll over to recipes and scroll down, and it actually says on plan Thanksgiving recipes. And so things like turkey. If you're like me and you've never cooked a turkey in your life, you always let mom or I let my husband cook the turkey. Here it is. It's right here for you. It tastes great. It tells you just what to do. And again, by the way, it's something you can do any time of the year that would be healthy. But again, those options are there for you on the Getting Healthy support page. There's also recipes like, what's the next one here, Sean? Turnips with Parmesan. And I just have to be honest with you, I've never had a turnip in my life, but this recipe sounds delicious. And if you've had this recipe, just say so in the chat so that I know that this is something I need to try this year. Last year for Thanksgiving, we did the next slide there, Sean, the mashed cauliflower. That is fabulous. If you haven't tried that and if you're thinking, I'm not willing to give up my mashed potatoes this year, mashed cauliflower, follow this recipe. We enjoyed this last Thanksgiving and helped us to stay on the 5-1 and continue to reach our goals. Yeah. And if you just can't live without bread on your Thanksgiving table, then we've got a recipe here for the Revolution rolls. And I'd love to know who's tried those too, because that's something that I've not tried before either. But again, some great recipes. And I would encourage coaches, if you're on the line, to be maybe posting some of your favorite recipes for the holidays and posting those on the Getting Healthy Facebook page to share with the rest of us. So what about dessert? So just like we talked about earlier, we've got our own desserts. We've got our brownies and our gingerbread cake and our chocolate chip cookies and lots of fabulous things. But maybe you need something extra special to take. And so we've got the chocolate peanut butter pie here with just really specific instructions to tell you just how to fix it so that you can stay on your 5-1 plan and share it with others too. And they get to see how great this plan is and how great the food tastes. And lots of other dessert options and recipes on the page. So decide what option fits you best and design it and have a plan and achieve what you want. And so we're going to talk a little bit about how to do that. So decide what you want, set a plan, work your plan. I always recommend planning 2-3 days ahead of time, weeks ahead of time even, but not letting it sneak up on you. Not just showing up, again, like showing up on Thanksgiving. I'll be okay. I'm just going to not do this. Don't use the holidays as an excuse. You can thrive all the way through New Year's. And you've got opportunities to make choices that are in line with your goals. And so I want to talk a little bit about that. And again, you know, the Stop, Challenge, Choose. I do that every day. Not just a holiday thing. You know, I stop, I take a deep breath, I really think about what I'm doing, and then I challenge myself. Is this going to help me reach my goals? And then I choose what's best. And so not just on Thanksgiving, but every day as you're faced with choices, whether you're out shopping for food or you're cooking food, to stop and really think about it. And again, take a breath. Always stop and breathe. Let my brain catch up for a minute, and then challenge myself and choose what's best to help me reach my goals. So I think the next slide, Sean, is available. You can screenshot this, but it is available on the Getting Healthy page, and it's actually it has this exact page there under the Healthy Celebrations Guide, and you can find that in the files there. But I would encourage you to write down your goals. And so what are your intentions? Develop a plan, an action plan, and use this form. What is the event that I'm going to? Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, a birthday, a wedding, an anniversary, whatever it is. But write it down. Write down the date, and then what your goals are for that day. Our first goal, I think, is the same for all of us. We want to stay committed. We want to lose the weight. We want to, or maybe we're in a maintenance program, but we want to achieve our health goals. And so then what are your other objectives? Maybe it's to be an example to your family. Maybe you've got bigger goals, or you've got other objectives that you're trying to reach. So what are the potential challenges that might come up in that? And then how am I going to respond to them? I think when you think these things through ahead of time, when you make a plan ahead of time, and you're not just caught off guard, then you've had a chance to really think through it so that you can decide before the event even happens. I did this through the holidays last year, and guess what? I survived. I survived with things that I thought, how am I going to make it through the holidays without this or without that? And I made it through all the holidays. And again, just taking time to stop, and challenge, and choose, and writing down what you want and what you want to achieve when the holidays are over. And I think Sean's going to talk a little bit more about structural tension.
Well, Amanda, that was incredible. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think if I could just kind of take all that, and I had to summarize it. The amazing thing is that with the power of Optavia, your coach, this community, what happens over the next few weeks and months is entirely your choice. So with that plan that Amanda shared, the question that we all have to ask ourselves is what does victory mean to us? And know that, with what she shared and with the help of your health coach, know that, whatever victory means to you, the tools are available to help you have that victory. Right. And really think about it. If I couldn't fail, what would I want to achieve? What would I want to accomplish, through these holidays? And then decide to go after it, because whatever it is, you can do it. And in fact, I was taking some notes as she was talking, the holidays and Thanksgiving, it may actually be an opportunity to make a huge step forward in your mindset, and in knowledge of your own habits as you kind of have a little bit of time, hopefully to slow down, be with friends, be with family, and say, what are the things that prompt me to make unhealthy decisions? Or, what can I do when I'm around other people to be an encouragement to them in their own health? And what is it like when, I'm not the only person who's trying to get healthy in the room, but maybe someone else wants to choose to get healthy with me, and we can do it together and really see what that community looks like when it's a physical community around you, people that not just here in this virtual environment, as amazing as this is. So, people are a lot of people this year, this time of year can be resigned to unhealthy decisions, like it's just almost an inevitability, when really what they're kind of resigning to is giving up control. I think that's the sad thing that is the truth out there is, people may say that they're eager, they're excited to have all of the goodies and treats, but inside they feel, and I am out of control, and really there's just nothing that I can do about this. But that's the hope that this community has, that we have to offer, and that you have, and that you can share with others too. So I think, sorry, I'm trying to share here. We're going to be a little shy on time to really go in depth through structural tension. The good news is that actually just a couple of weeks ago, and your health coach can help you find this recording, but another coach, Joanna Sutherland, she went through an amazing call on structural tension, how to structure your plan and your goals to achieve what you desire. Honestly, she coached it probably better than I could, so you will not want to miss that. So just a couple more things to wrap up, going along with the idea of stop, challenge, choose. Before anything Thanksgiving Day or in the days surrounding Thanksgiving, before anything goes into your mouth, ask yourself, am I choosing to eat this? Am I fueling myself because I need it as fuel? Or am I doing this because of emotion, or because of the situation that I'm in is prompting me, even though this isn't something that I need or something that moves me forward in my own health? Right, and some other questions that you can ask yourself. Is it in my best long-term interest? How will I feel an hour from now or tomorrow? Or what other poor decisions is this going to prompt me to make? If I continue making these decisions, how will I feel a year from now? So that's the beauty of Stop, Challenge, Choose, is it causes us to pause, look at the emotional part of our brain with our rational part, take a deep breath, have a drink of water, and remember what our why is and what our plan is. Also doesn't hurt to have someone alongside of you, maybe a spouse or another friend who knows what your desires are and is there in your corner supporting you too. So some more things, and in fact, there's so much value here. I think that we'll revisit some of these between Thanksgiving and Christmas to give you guys really some more helpful tips for going, not just beyond Thanksgiving, but even through Christmas and New Year's, and really for any celebration. So with that, thank you all so much for joining us. Stay connected with your health coach when they're doing client support at the end of this week, beginning of next week. They're here to help you and to make this plan. We'd love to also see you post on our client support page on Getting Healthy what your own plans are, and get some support from the community there. So with that, everyone have a great night. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you after that. Oh, and last announcement, there will not be a client support call, obviously, next Thursday because of the holiday. Have a great night. Coaches, here in just a couple minutes, we're going to take about a 3-minute break, and then we're going to get into coach training. If you're a client and you're still on and you're just kind of curious a little bit what it is that we do as coaches and the gift that is, you are certainly welcome to stay on and join us for the next 30 to 45 minutes. All right, guys, see you at about 35 after the hour.